tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Sheyann Joseph, and I'm a sophomore at Auburn College. I'm actually right now a journalism major, and I used to be a fashion major, but now I'm journalism and fashion merchandising.
Okay, so why do you love fashion?
Well, I love fashion because fashion was an outlet for me when I didn't have anybody else. Clothes kind of helped me build my self-esteem, so I kind of fell into falling in love with fashion that way.
And I can tell, you came ready. So what inspires you?
Um, what inspires me is really how I'm feeling that day, I guess. Like when I wake up, it sort of depends on how I'm feeling, or sometimes I'm simply going through Instagram and I see one of my favorite fashion gurus and I'm like, oh, that was a cool outfit. Let me try to recreate that. So it really depends on how I'm feeling and what mood I'm in that day or what I see to inspire me. Sometimes I could see the sun is out and that's what inspires me for that day.
Alright, so, cause I remember for the African Diaspora fashion show, you and Imani had designed and created the clothes. How was that for you to see your work actually on the runway?
Well, I actually only designed one piece and I wore it. I wore a skirt that I made and it was a denim waistband and it had African cloth on the rest of it. It was a skater style skirt. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if design is something that I would go into anymore, but I do enjoy making clothes for myself because it's like I always have an idea in my head. I'm like, I'm never going to find this in stores, especially being a plus size girl. So sometimes I have to recreate it myself in order to get it.
So that leads into my next question. How do you, well, what are your thoughts on the amount of plus size women in the fashion industry? Because one instance, I remember when I interviewed Ariel, she had mentioned a plus size model on Forever 21 and how she's now more prominent in websites and stuff like that. So how do you feel like it's changing in the fashion industry?
I actually think we're making a lot of strides because before when I was getting into fashion, I've always been a plus size girl. I've never really seen so many people in fashion that was plus size. And then I started, social media comes up and things like that, and you're starting to find people like Nadia Bolson, Gabby Fresh, like Tess Munster, like people like that. So we're really starting to have more prominent figures. So I think we're going into more of a positive direction. So I don't want to. I mean, it's hard still as a plus size girl to make an industry, but we have people out there that's willing to make strides and open up doors for us still.
Okay. Now taking the fashion industry into journalism, which is what you want to do. What exactly is it that you want to do combining both of those aspects?
Well, okay. Well, in fashion, I mean, I want to be like a talk show host or maybe even do little segments on shows. Like, you know how you watch E! News and they have like a fashion segment and they have the fashion girl come out. Maybe something like that. I'm still debating on what I want to do, but I know for a fact that whatever I do, fashion is somehow going to be involved with it. So my goal is to have a talk show where I can have fashion talked about there. Everything celebrity gossip. Like, I want to be an Oprah and Wendy Williams mix together. So that is my dream, but whatever I do, I know I want fashion to be involved somehow.
Well, I love me some Wendy Williams. And speaking about talk shows, how do you feel about the comment that Juliana Rancic made about Zendaya and her
dreads with the patchouli oil? I thought it was a very ignorant comment, but me knowing Juliana, and because I do follow her career, because of course she's a talk show host and that's what I want to do. Me knowing her, she usually just says off the top of her head like the first thing that she think of. It was absolutely ignorant and wrong, but I don't think that she meant it in that way. You know what I mean? I don't think she meant to offend her. It was very stupid of her. She probably should have thought before she spoke, but I don't think that she meant it in that way. And if you saw her apology, it was very sincere.
All right. Now, anything else that you like to let the people know about you?
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, @_she's an original one, and I am trying to start a blog now, and I am starting a YouTube channel, which will be She's an Original also, so look out for that.
All right, that's a wrap.